What if I told you you don't see the world as it is? You see it as you are. That your anger, your praise, your hate, your love, it all reflects one thing. You. This story, it'll flip your perspective. Because one man came to expose a monk, but left discovering his own reflection.
In a quiet village tucked behind ancient hills, a powerful political leader arrived with his convoy. 4 guards, a black SUV, and a mindset shaped by power. He came not to learn, but to test, to question the truth of a wandering monk whose peace was becoming too famous. The leader walked into the humble ashram, where a small group sat on the floor listening. No grand welcome, no one stood. The monk didn't even glance at him. He was answering someone's question. This alone was an insult. The leader, used to bowed heads and folded hands, burned with silent rage.
Let me ask you something. Why does silence feel like disrespect when it could just be attention elsewhere? Powerful people don't fear being wrong. They fear being ignored.
Breaking the calm, the leader snapped, "I need to speak to you right now." The monk, still grounded, replied gently, "I'll finish answering his question first. You're welcome to sit in the meantime." The leader sat, but not in peace. Minutes felt like punishment. And when he rose again, he exploded. "You know who I am?" he roared. "You're a fraud, a fake monk tricking these people. I'll expose you." The monk smiled, calm, still. He said, "You are free to see me however you wish. It changes nothing." The leader stood trembling with fury.
When someone attacks you with hate and you don't respond, they meet themselves in silence, and not everyone survives the reflection.
The leader wasn't done. He hurled insults, screamed accusations, called the monk a manipulator, a thief in saffron robes, but the monk never moved. His smile never faded. Then came the twist. The monk folded his hands, looked gently into the man's eyes, and said, "I hold no grudge against you. Everything you said about me says more about you than about me." The room fell silent, and for the first time, so did the leader.
They say you can't fight fire with fire, but sometimes you defeat rage with reflection, because mirrors don't lie, they just wait.
The leader returned home strangely quiet. He sat with his father, an old man with eyes closed in meditation. When he opened them, he noticed a shift in his son. "I met a monk today," the leader confessed. "I insulted him, and he said I was a good man." His father smiled faintly. "He didn't describe you, he described himself," and then added softly, "The world you see is the world you are."
Your perception is not a lens, it's a mirror. You see greed in others because it lives in you. You see fraud because you fear truth. Want to change the world? Start by changing how you see it. But what if the storm is inside you? What if you carry chaos everywhere you go? Watch our next story, The Power of Peace. Because sometimes calm isn't something you find, it's something you build.